Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and to the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim franchise mode in NHL 21. So we are going to go into year number 8. We have 3 more years to go and we're coming off a championship. We've won the Stanley Cup in the previous episode with over 60 wins in the regular season. We actually went to Game 7 overtime. Jamie Drysdale with the winning goal against the Tampa Bay Lightning to win us our second Stanley Cup of the franchise mode and our third in franchise history. So hopefully we can get one more before the franchise ends. Like I said, we're doing 10 years, got 3 more years to go. This is a look at a team. We've got Dylan Larkin with Simon Laflamme and Vitaly Kravtsov with a +3, playing like a 94, 93, and 90. Incredible first line. Then we got Trevor Zegras, Isaac Lundstrom, and Taylor Radish. 87, 92 in the second line, and 84. And the third line is Igor Zharkov there. He's the elite potential with Voracek and Thomas, playing like an 83, 83, and 87. Then we got Braden Tracy, Jordan Greenway, and Kasperi Kapanen on line number 4. Pretty solid fourth line. Defense is Henry Jokiharju with Jamie Drysdale, playing like an 87 and 88 with a +3. Leno Mislavian playing like an 83 and 85. And then we have Adam Ginning and John Marino, just the bottom pair guys, 81 81, playing like 82 with a +1. Same goaltending tandem, Gibson and Dusdale. It's been many years that they're 88 and 83. They always seem to say same rating. As for specialties, unit number 1 is Laflamme, Larkin, Kravtsov, Drysdale, Zegras, +3, +1 on the second unit. 4-man is a +1 on the first unit there. And neutral on second. A penalty kill is neutral on both units, which is big. And then 3-man is 0 for unit number 1. Unfortunately, a -3 on unit number 2, but it shouldn't go down 5-on-3 too often. Taking a look now at the AHL team, I put some younger guys with good potential in the top lines. Got Lincoln Foligno, 71 overall at 21, low elite. He was actually undrafted. We signed him. William Book, 74 overall, low elite at 21. He was a former 6th-round pick from us 3 years ago. Lawrence Stoner, 77 at 20, low elite. He was a first-rounder a couple years ago. Then you got Paling, Sveshnikov, Vegamo, Korzak, Kirk, Perot, Geeky, Lekanen, and McLeod. Pretty solid AHL team. We got Victor Wade, defense there. He's low elite, but he's already 24. Casey Betas, low top 4, 76 at 21. He was a 4th-round pick of the Wild. Philip Cabinas, 20 years old, 73, low top 4. He was a 2nd-round pick. They got Dakota Fitzpatrick, 74, low top 4 at 22. So decent potential on our defense. And then in goal, we have Ruslan Vishnevsky, medium elite at 21. He's 73. He was a 4th-round pick from us in 2025. Then we got Sven Olin, medium elite at 22. He's 72, a 3rd-round pick. I'm not sure if they'll have time enough to grow before the end of the franchise. If not, worst case, we could use him as a trade if needed. But taking a look now at the coaching staff, 77% staff chemistry, which is big. Maxime Javet, ace across the board. 375, 152, and 47 is his record. 2 Stanley Cups, 5 President's Trophies, and a nice 69.4 winning point percentage. So we are looking, like I said, for cup number 3. So look at the leadership group. Zegras is the captain. Larkin and Drysdale have the ace. Drysdale, hero in year number 7. I'm going to jump into the preseason. Before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and check out what our ratings are for forward, defense, and goaltending. So you have 96 offense, 87 defense, and 89 goaltending. Very good. Looking forward to a year. Let's start the sim. Now we are at the trade deadline, first in the division, a record of 36, 20, and 6. We have 78 points. I'm not going to lie, we started out pretty rough. We're like barely over 500 after like 20-some games, and then we kind of picked it up in January, February, and the team is looking much better now. Kravtsov, our leading scorer with 58 points, as well as Thomas. Zegras there. Surprised to see Laflamme and Larkin down there. I mean, they're not too much different from the other guys. Then you got Zegras, Lundstrom, and Laflamme. And then Larkin, all of them over 20 goals. Zharkov with 28, 44 points, 82 overall. Drysdale, as he usually does, it just passes the puck to everybody. Now look at the rest of the guys. In goal, John Gibson, not great numbers. Lucas Dusdale, pretty solid. I like Gibson's numbers of goals against the save percent should be a bit better. But let's go into the trade deadline, see if there's anything that would work for our team. Now, Seth Jones, he got offered him a few times, but 14 million for 2 years. That's a huge contract. We actually got offered Sprong. I think it was for Drysdale. He's up to 87 overall. They've got Morgan Riley, 88 overall, 9 million, 1 year left. Shifey and a big deal. Vince Dunn there and a big deal as well. Tyler Bertuzzi, Matthew Tkachuk's making 12, LeBank's making 10. Petrangelo could be an interesting rental. Let's see if there's any moves I can make. Now, we'll try to make a trade for Morgan Riley from the Leafs. He's 88 overall, 33 years old, has 55 points this year. He's a plus 13. Two-way defender, great hands, great shot, great everything, honestly, all across the board. I'm going to try to get him with Schroeder. He's an inside prospect, 20 years old, 74 overall, medium top forward. And Colbert here, 59 overall, a goaltender. Trading away Marino, who's a bottom pairing defenseman for us. If we can solidify our top four, that'd be huge. Let's see if Riley's going to come to Anaheim. He is not, might have to add a pick. Now, instead of Riley, I'm going to try to get Jacob Chychrun there. 86 overall, 29 years old, two-way defender. Pretty solid stats all around. 91 stick checking, 88 defensive awareness, 86 poise. Would fit on pairing number 3. He has a pretty good shot in terms of power, 89 there. Physical is 4 stars out of 5. He's a big guy. Again, Shorter, Colbert, Marino. I'm going to try to get a third because the value was actually slightly on our side. So Chychrun and a third for a couple of prospects in Marino. Trade is rejected. All right, what if I take away the third and I make it a fourth? If not, I'll just scrap the pick. Trade is accepted. There you go. Welcome to Anaheim, Jacob Chychrun. All right, so after we made that Chychrun deal, I'm just going to take a look at the rest of the league, see if there's any big blockbusters that happened there. So far, not a lot of names that I recognize. Probably a lot of creative players at this point in the franchise. Nick Hague and Kel Free go to Columbus for Kale Clag. Okay, so that's an interesting deal right there. Jake DeBrusk and Entwistle go to Ottawa. There's our trade with St. Louis. Seth Jones goes to Washington. He was being shopped quite a bit. Sprong and Ratcliffe go to Buffalo there. Conizeri. Cody Glass goes to Columbus from the Vegas Golden Knights. Some pretty big names that were moved in the trade deadline. Let's get our line set up. All right, so taking a look at our defense. Chychrun fixed it perfectly. He's on pair number 1, Drysdale with a +3, playing like an 89 and 88 there. Really happy about that. Slavin and Jokiharju on line number 2, and it works out because we got left, right, then we got left and right. Works out perfectly. Then Ginning and Lindholm on pairing number 3. And as for special teams, I put Chychrun on the second unit there with Jarkov, Tracy, Thomas, and Lustrom, so they have the +1 there. All right, so we had a very good season, 48, 26, and 8 with 104 points. We're first in our division. Not as good a year as we had the past few years, but I mean, when you have over 60 wins back-to-back years, you don't expect that to continue. Robert Thomas, our leading scorer, 78 points, 24 goals. Krasov, 30 goals, 73. Laflamme with 28 goals, 72. 90 overall at 22 is insane. Zegras, 92 overall with 27 goals, 71 points. Lustrom there, Larkin, Jarkov, all over 20 goals. Jarkov with 38 goals at 23. Hopefully he grows. His shot is great. Drysdale there, Voracek pretty good for a 38-year-old. 48 points plus 27. Pretty happy the way the team played. And then I'm going to take a look at Chychrun, how well he did with us since joining the team. 12 points and a +6. Pretty happy with that, keeping the puck out of the net. Gibson, 41, 23, and 6 with 2 shutouts. With a light save percentage of goals against to be over 900 and under 3, just as Dostal did. But I'll take the wins. That's great for sure. Entire wins. Ludwig Lidstrom, 25-year-old medium elite. He's with New York. Gibson was tied with Jeremy Swayman for second in wins among goalies. Daniel Sprong was first in the NHL in points. What a time. 87 overall. Tyler Seguin there, 53 goals, 108. Point with 108. He's in Washington. Svechnikov, 58 goals. What a year for him. Barzell, Eichel, Kotkaniemi, McKinnon, and Hughes there. Round out the top page. And then Minard, Stefan Minard, 88 overall, 60 goals for the Habs. Look at that shot, all in the mid-90s. Wow, what a year for him. Tarasenko, Sagan, Matthews, all of those guys with 60 goals. In terms of defense, Darnell Nurse, 74 points plus 37. What a year for him. Rookie skaters, DiPietro, 40 goals, 75 points. Delal, 65, 40 goals. huge years for those two rookies. I mean, even like Dalil, only 18 years old, puts up 40 goals. So I want to see what his shot is like. 93 and 94. He was first overall last year in the draft. And then I'm taking a quick look at goaltenders there. If there's any standouts, yeah, Sam Lupul had a huge year for Nashville. So I'm going to take a look quickly how our HL team did. 94 points, first in the division. You'll love to see it. All right, so we got the Winnipeg Jets in round number 1. We seem to always get the Western Canadian teams in our first round matchups. They got Cole Perfetti, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Nikolai Ehlers, a sick first line. Christian Vesalainen, Mark Scheifele, and Joshua Roy. And then it drops down quite a bit in the bottom 6, but the top 6 is awesome. Hanifin, Pionk, Letty, Ceci, McCabe, Heinola. This is a very top-heavy team. Lankinen and a 71 backing him up. 81 and 71. Top-heavy, not great goaltending. Hopefully we'll be able to get a win in this series. Going to simulate the first 3 games. I actually beat them in a shootout the last game of the year. OT loss, OT win, and then a 4-1 win. So we're up 2-1 going into game number 4. 4-3, we can win this game on home ice here. And we win 4-1. We win the series. We're heading to round number 2. Draisaitl, 7 points in 5 games played. Let's see who we're facing in round number 2. And it's the San Jose Sharks. So they had 46 wins. We had 48. Pretty similar records there. Let's take a look at the team in San Jose. And they have a Demetrius Belak, 90 overall medium elite at 25. He was the former 2nd overall pick back in 2021. Insane stats across the board. Sam Steele, former Duck and Zenishin, Tyson Yost, Donato, and Brown. Kyokanen, Pearson, Greiba, and then 70s in the bottom line there. Shillington, and then Darren Jeffrey, 94 overall, medium franchise, former 1st overall pick. 5 stars for defense, skating, and physicals. Pretty much a perfect defenseman right there. 6'4", 216. He's a giant. And then they go from 94 to 70. A 24 overall difference between 2 defensemen on their team. That is insane. And then Elvis is their goalie with a 65 backup. A lot of these teams focus on one area and then they lack in other areas, as you guys can see, like depth and backup goaltending in particular. Let's simulate the first 3 games. We actually lose the first 2, but we win game number 3 in San Jose. Then we win. All right, so we're up in the series. Let's see if we can close it out. There you go. So we're off to round number 3 against Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. We're both 8-3. They had 42 wins on the year. Let's take a look at the team over in Edmonton, and I want to take a look at McDavid, how he's doing there. 96 overall at 31 years old. He has 1,235 points in 1,007 games played, 488 goals. And then Draisaitl, 95 overall, 527 goals, just shy of 1,200 points in 1,078 games. They got Puyarvi with them, Carlson, Bovidier, Bach, Connor Bedard on the 3rd line. Interesting. And then they got Nurse and Fox. That's an insane defensive pairing. Morozov, Girard. They have a pretty good defense group there in Edmonton. And in goal they have Cal Peterson and Ilya Sorokin. Okay. So I think it's overall the better team we faced. They were more balanced, I think, than San Jose or Winnipeg. So let's simulate the first 3 games. We lose 1, we lose 2, so we're down 2-1 in game number 4. Let's tie it up, guys. 7-1 win, a statement win there. We're 2-2 in the series. 5-2, we got a chance to win this series in Edmonton. And we're going to the Stanley Cup Finals for the 2nd year in a row. Larkin is over a point per game. We're facing the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's take a look at their team. They got Toivo Teravainen, Martin Necas, and Andrei Svechnikov. Will Jesperi Kotkaniemi be a member of their team? We'll find out in just a few days with the offer sheet. Antoine Morin, Jacob Vrana, Victor Arvidsson, Vincent Trocheck, Silly Pondermarev, Connor Brown. They have an extremely good team, a lot of depth on their team there. Brodeen Hamilton, of course, he's in New Jersey in real life. Jordan Spence, Moncton Wildcat legend. Justin Fogg, Telfkis, and Drew Doughty at 38 years old. $5.4 million, not bad, but still not a great contract. Ilya Samsonov in net and a 74 backup. All right, so this is definitely the best team we faced. They have one win less than us in the regular season. I'm going to simulate 2 games at a time. After 2 games, we're down 2-0. Well, that's not a good start. So we got to bounce back here in game number 3 in Carolina. OT win. Come on, we can win both games away. 4-2 loss. We're down 3-1. Okay, we win game number 5, going to Carolina for game number 6. It's going to slate up to game number 7. Fingers crossed that we tie. We tie the series. And for a second year in a row, we're going to a game 7 Stanley Cup Final in Anaheim. Here we go. Period number 1, 3-1 Anaheim. Greenway, Trevor Zegras, and Taylor Radish. Martin Necas gets one for them. Simulate the second, 4-1. Jordan Greenway gets a big goal. I'm just going to slow sim times 8 the third period. Come on, boys. Let's not let our guard down. Let's keep grinding. We're 10 minutes away and they get one. Jonas Brodin gets one of Gibson. And Greenway with another big goal in this game 7. Down to about 5 minutes to go. I'm going to stop it right now. We've got, actually, I'm going to let it go 1 more minute. There you go. 1 minute, 11 seconds. I'm going to jump into the game. Computer versus computer. Oh, man. 96 offense, 88 defense, 88 goaltending. We've done it, guys. This is going to be back-to-back Stanley Cups. 3 Stanley Cups in our first 8 years of the franchise. What a group we've got, guys. Just 1 minute to go, and that will be it. I'm pretty glad we got Jacob Chychrun out there at the back end. He's definitely been a big part of our defense group and added a lot more depth to our defense. And I think that's one area we're lacking with 281s there. Then we only had 181 with an 82 with him with the chemistry. So I think it was a big boost to have Chychrun in our top 4. Top pairing, playing top minutes there. And just the core guys that we've had, Larkin, Zegras, Laflamme that we had for a few years. Guys like Radish stepping up there. Big Greenway on the 4th line with 2 goals there. That was incredible for him. Big performance in the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim for a 2nd year in a row. Our Stanley Cup champs. Back to back for Anaheim. Both games won at home. Both game 7s in the Stanley Cup Final. Unbelievable storyline. This team just doesn't quit. John Gibson has 3 Stanley Cups in this franchise mode. That's awesome to see. And there's the handshake line. I'll never get tired of seeing those jerseys. That's I miss those jerseys in real life, but we get to see them at least similar in game. Not exact, but the colors I think and the design came up pretty good. The logo, unfortunately the Mighty Ducks logo, it's not in the game. I had to use just their current logo and change around the colors. But I mean, Carolina, they were a tough team. They were the best team we played so far. And it's Jacob Chychrun with the Conn Smythe Trophy. 20 points, 56 hits, and a plus 20. We got Jacob Chychrun at the trade deadline, and he wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. That is exactly what he wanted in an acquisition. Talk about making an impact. Unbelievable. And then Trevor Zegras will go once again, get that Stanley Cup. Man, what a group we've got. There's Jacob Voracek in the middle, a veteran, 38 years old. Bergeron retired a champ. Let's see if Voracek does the same after this year. There's number 46, our captain, Trevor Zegras. Anaheim, time to party once again.
They'll have reunions, and it won't be who held it first. It'll be that we all had to. Dibs are okay.
Man, at the start of the year where it started pretty rough, I wasn't sure how we would do. We bounced back, like I said, January, February. We caught fire to the end of the year. Kasperi captain on the 4th line gets the Stanley Cup right away from Zegras. There you go. And he's going to give it over to number 38. That is a Ginning. So he was one of our bottom pairing defensemen. 81 overall. So it looks like it's the guys on the bottom lines that are getting the cup first. So I mean, they were a part of it, even if they were in the bottom line. You can see, I mean, Greenway had a couple of goals there in this game number 7. And then we're going to have the team picture right after John Gibson gets the Stanley Cup once again. And there he is, John Gibson, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. You love to see it. What a great goalie. I mean, in real life, he's one of the better goalies in the league. Anaheim isn't great right now, but he's definitely fantastic and probably would be one of the goalies for Team USA in the Olympics. There's Dylan Larkin up front, Trevor Zegers, Jamie Drysdale, the rest of the guys behind them. You love to see it. 5-2 win, 38-27 the shots, a total domination, a statement win. We showed that we're still one of the top teams and we're not going away. Hopefully we can get, I wanted one more in the last 3 years, but now we got 2 more years. Let's get one more. I want to end up with 4 Stanley Cups, but let's celebrate this one first. Time to look at the awards. So Robert Thomas had 22 points there in 24 games, had 11 goals. Larkin there, Chicken, 20 points, plus 20. An incredible performance for him. Then Drysdale at 20 points as well. Laflamme at 9 goals. Zegras, Lushim, Zharkov, Radish. Taking a look at goaltending, Gibson was awesome. 16-6-2, 92 save percentage, and a 296 goals against. The Belleville Senators actually won the Calder Cup over in the AHL. So Buffalo goes from 13-1 for a draft lottery win. Boston 5-2, Philadelphia 9-3, Vegas 1-4. So a lot of big moves over in the draft lottery. Let's take a look who retires. Stamkos, Voracek. There you go. Back-to-back years, we get a veteran that retires after he wins. Bergeron and now Voracek. Stamkos, 723 goals, 1,545 points. What a career. Ben and Tarasenko over 1,000 points each. Panarin, I mean, it's crazy that he's undrafted. He's like a top 10 player in the league right now. He's incredible. And hopefully he stays healthy for the Rangers and has a huge year. Bobrovsky, Leonard, Kemper, Copley, and Picard are the goaltenders that retire. And Stamkos is actually coach now. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the awards. There's a lot of stuff to click right now. All right, taking a look at the awards. So, of course, you won the Stanley Cup. The President's Trophy actually went in Nashville. Individual awards. Daniel Sprong, that's right, he won the Art Ross. He wins the Hart as well. Darnell Nurse with the Norris. Sprong with the Lady Bing. DiPietro with the Calder. Chicken with the Conn Smythe, of course. Swayman with the Vesna. As well as the William M. Jennings. It's the first year in like forever that Gibson doesn't win the Jennings. Bill Masterton to Murray. The Leafs coach Jack Adams. The Selke to Sean Couturier. And Sprong with the Ted Lindsay. And Minot with the Maurice Richard. Daniel Sprong apparently is the best player in the world right now. Playoff tree, so we beat the Hurricanes in 7. They beat the Leafs in 5, the Rangers in 5, and the Penguins in 5. So we're the first series that they went more than 5 games there. Of course, we won the Jets in 5, the Sharks in 6, Oilers in 6, and the Hurricanes in 7. So we're going to jump into the NHL Energy Draft now. Of course, we're going to have a late pick number 31. Let's take a look at the draft class, see if there's anything interesting. And right off the bat, Justice Ernie, medium franchise potential at 17 years old, 57 points in the Liga at 17. Similar to Milan Lucic, he's 6'3", 210. He's a big body. Guaranteed medium elite at 63 and 160. Gem at 96, that's what we want to see. Gems and guarantees in the mid rounds. So we got a pick at number 31. We got a pick at number 62 as well. So as for our picks, I'm going to take the guy right now. It's got to go 63 because he probably won't be there by the time we go around again. Then we can take Bergfors and Harold Crosby. So we can get a Crosby on our team. We're going to take Donovan Bucenius, a goaltender from Nadal. What a fantastic name. And we're going to have to go all the way back as we won the cup, go back over to him. And he's 56 medium elite, so not high rated, but I'll take the elite potential. All right, so as for our next pick, I'm going to take the guy who's got to go 96. Marcus Bergfors, he's low top 6, but scouts like him. He's a gem. Could be good. Let's see what his rating is. And he is 64 low top 6. Not bad, but not great. Got a pick here in the 3rd round. Going to take our guy Harold Crosby right away before he's off the board. Goaltender, 59 overall, hybrid, medium, elite. That's good to see. And this guy, Connolly, guaranteed low top 4. I'm definitely going to take him, a left defenseman. Going to have to go all the way back. Hopefully this is fixed next year, that if we win the cup, you don't have to do this every time. 64 low, top 4. So, I mean, not great, but not horrible either. Let's see what we'll do for our next pick. So it's not a very deep draft after this. We got Sidor there, guaranteed medium top 4, taking 51 overall. Seems like our picks are all like good potential, but they're pretty bad ratings, unfortunately. Stafford there, another goaltender. You can never get too many elite goaltenders. They're very good trade bait. 60 overall medium elite is probably our best pick we had so far in terms of goalies. Let's see what's next here. So Klimi there, Caleb Klimi. He is hopefully good. Let's go all the way back here, and he is 48 overall medium elite. So we got a lot of elite players, many elite goaltenders. They're pretty good for trades as always. Let's see what's next. We got Dowell here. Could be low elite, 50-50. Let's take a chance with him. And Dowell is going to be 59 low starter. And then our next pick, I'm not going to take a goalie. He took like 4 goaltenders. I'm going to take forward here. Right defenseman, actually. Tomi Toivonen. I'm going to take a defenseman. Could be low elite. Low 7D. A pretty good draft. Pretty solid. A lot of good potential. So a lot of good trade value. Let's jump into the re-sign phase now. Alright, so we got 22.4 million cap space left. Lundstrom needs a new deal up front at center. Not a lot of wingers are signed. We got Thomas Krasov signed. Kapanen and Radish need new deals. As far as defensemen, Slavin and Lindholm. So we got top 3 guys still signed. And Gibson, we got him until pretty much the end of the franchise mode in the last 2 years. So as for our skaters for UFAs, we've got probably a few guys we need signed. Lundstrom, 9.9. All right, so that's almost half. Kapanen, only 3.3 for an 85. Wow, so I'm gonna give him 3 million on the dot for 2 years. That would be huge. Get an 85 for 3 million for the end of the franchise. I'm gonna try to get Radish for 2 years at 5.75. He's a 85 overall, and honestly, he's been pretty good for us. So I would like to keep Lundstrom. I'm not sure if I can though. Slavin and Tracy. Let's see what Slavin wants. 5.4 for 2. Tracy, I'm not sure. Maybe like go 4 million for an 83. Lindholm there, he wants almost 5 million for an 82. I'm gonna thank him for his service, but that's a bit much. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to afford that. And I'm gonna get the two-way guys signed and see what other contracts they need to give out. So Kapanen's unfortunately going to reject, but I still want to get him on that 2-year deal. He's pretty cheap. Radish is going to reject as well, unfortunately, but let's see what I can work out here. So first things first, I want to re-sign Slavin there. I'm going to give him 2 years at 5.25. I think it's a fair deal. He's really good for us for our defense. Yoki Haru, Chikrin, Drysdale, Slavin. We got a top 4. Then we could get Ginning and probably get another guy in free agency. So we got about 17 million left of cap space. As for forwards, we were pretty solid. We're just going to have to sign a few guys there. Captain, again, I want to re-sign him for sure. I'm going to give him a bit more. 3.5 for 2 years, which is still nothing for an 85 overall. So we got about 9 million down. We got about 13 million left. So we could get Lundstrom, but that's almost all of our money there. Radish only wants 5 million. I'm gonna give him 2 years at 5.5. See if he wants to sign that deal. Could get 2 guys for a price of 1 instead of Lundstrom. I would go that route for sure. But let's see if they accept. All right, Slavin accepts our contract there. That's good to see. Captain's gonna reject. Radish is gonna sign again. All right, Captain. I know you want to stay. I mean, I'm giving him what he wants. He wants an extension. I'm gonna give him even more. I'm gonna give him 4 million for 2 years. Come on, you're an 85 overall. You don't want that much money. Come on, stay on our team, please. There you go. Kapanen re-signs. You love to see it. We've got about 10 million left right now. Let's see what our lines are looking like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let Tracy, Sveshnikov, Lundstrom go because our team is pretty much set. Maybe 1 defenseman and 1 forward. And we got 10 million. We can make a huge splash in free agency. We can maybe get like a superstar in our team for next year or next 2 years. Let's see what's available for around 10 million bucks. We've got some big boy contracts right there. I'm gonna go right away to affordable, see what's there, see if there's any RFAs. There's a few of them. I'm gonna sort by rating there. So we got UFA there, Niederreiter. He wants 7.9 million. He always seems to sim well. 24 goals, 78 points last year. He's 35. Wants a 1-year deal. could be interesting. We got William Karlsson there. He had a big year. He had 47 points in Edmonton there. Why is this all mixed up? I don't have it sorted by season there. 66 points last year. We got a few options. I'm going to look at two-way deals and then look at the guys we can sign afterwards. I think I am going to go after William Karlsson there. He only wants 2 more years. Look at the price. I mean, he's the same rating as Timoshev, Lustrom, and Bratt. And he only wants $6 million. He wants $4 million less. He wants like half of the prices of Bratt. I mean, he's older, but again, we're only needing for 2 more years. I'm going to give him 6.75 for 2 more years. As per the chemistry, looks like he's guaranteed fit on our top 6 lines. Look at his puck skills, all in the 90s. Shooting is all high 80s. He has very good balance status all around. Not great face-offs, but we can play him on the wing. He's a two-way forward. So that will leave us about $4 million. And I'm going to shop for a defenseman. So there's any good defenseman for $4 million or less that I could potentially get. Honestly, not a lot in terms of defenseman. I'm going to try to get Capobianco just because he's really cheap, 1.225. And then he could be on our bottom pairing for defense. Let's see if William Karlsson is going to come to Anaheim. Yes, he is. William Karlsson is coming to Anaheim. He is a mighty Duck. It's a big addition to our team. Got 4.7 left. Let's see if there's any other guys we could potentially add to our team. I'm going to try to get Connor Brown here. So this is a two-way forward. Looks like he would fit perfectly on line number 1. 85 overall last year at 26 goals, 33 assists. Only wants 4.2 for 1 year. I'm going to give him 4.3, a bit more, as an 85 overall, and that would be the last move we need to make. And there it is, an easy decision for Connor Brown. I think our team is looking very solid going to year number 9. Alright, so here's a quick look at the lines going to year number 9. I'm going to get the power play and AHL line set up for the next episode. Simon Laflamme with Dylan Larkin, Vitaly Krasov with the +3. Igor Zharkov is moving to the second line. He's 85 overall, low elite, 24 years old. So Zegor, Zharkov, Radishkin in the +1. Robert Thomas with Connor Brown and Kasperi Kapanen. Then William Karlsson, 86 overall, fourth line center with Greenway, and Stoner. Stoner is going to get the call up, 81 overall, low elite at 21. He was in the AHL. Fantastic hands. He's a playmaker, so he's going to make his NHL debut. He was a draft pick in the first round, 2025, so what, 3 years ago. Chikrin, Drysdale, Yuki Haru, Ginning, Slavin, Bianco. I want to move Ginning there in the second unit because it gives a +3 with Slavin and Bianco. Let's see how that works out. Now, Gibson did drop. He dropped 4 overalls after winning the Stanley Cup. Might have to do with his age, I'm not sure, but he's making 8.3 just for another 2 years. I would like to keep him around for the entire franchise mode. And next episode, we'll see how the team does. If we can three-peat, that would be amazing if we can get our 3rd in a row. But for now, let's celebrate Mighty Ducks of Anaheim back-to-back Cup champs. If you guys enjoyed the episode, do leave a like, would appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell as well as get notified whenever new videos go live. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.